Israeli soldiers gathered near the Israeli city of Urim this week. Some 360,000 Israeli reservists are leaving their jobs and businesses to mobilize for military duty. The conflict between Israel and Hamas risks deteriorating into region-wide chaos. While the prospect of a long and potentially expanding war could bring economic devastation on top of devastating human losses, a wider conflict for Gaza would further deepen the already deteriorating humanitarian conditions in the region. And Israel is facing a new blow to its resilient economy, which until recently was hailed as an entrepreneurial powerhouse. The outlook for Palestinian economy was already dire before Israel declared a siege on Gaza in retaliation for the October 7 attacks, creating what World Health Organization called a humanitarian disaster. In an assessment made this year by International Monetary Fund, it was stated that Israel's blockade of Gaza Strip and increasing restrictions on West Bank are significant obstacles to growth and development of private sector. Some 360,000 reservists in Israel are leaving their jobs and businesses to mobilize for military duty, bringing parts of the economy to a halt. Israel's technology industry, a driver of growth, has suddenly slowed. Production at a large Israeli offshore natural gas field has been halted. The central bank has pledged billions of dollars to prevent the collapse of Israel's currency, the shekel. The fire caps a troubled period for an emerging economy that was last year ranked by The Economist as the fourth best performing economy among countries in the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Israel's startups have attracted billions of dollars in foreign investment. The Abraham Accords, signed in 2020 and establishing diplomatic relations between Israel and many Arab countries, paved the way for greater economic prosperity. Israel is also developing a hub to export natural gas to Europe and beyond. But economy began to stumble this year after a right-wing government led by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu developed a controversial plan to curb the power of judiciary. Protest in the streets. Many tech leaders have threatened to leave the country over the judicial overhaul, saying it would tarnish Israel's reputation, and warned of an economic decline. This revision led to a 60% decline foreign investment in Israel and accelerated erosion of the shekel's value and major fluctuations Israeli stock market. High interest rates, rising inflation and expectations of a slowdown in the global economy also negatively affect growth. Dan Ben-David, founder of the Shoresh Institute for Socioeconomic Research and a professor at Tel Aviv University, said the government's zeal in seeking legal change creates uncertainty among investors and causes money to go out. We already had an economic problem going into this, he said. Then came the Hamas attack. This concentrated recruiting pool around the people who